What is up, everybody? It's early as fuck. But Domo released that video last night and I was sleeping when she did. I woke up and it was there, but then I went right back to sleep. So I'm about to react to this because I heard it was juicy, 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 juicy. Before she erases it, I guarantee she's gonna erase it. If it's as juicy as it says, people should. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, that's a 1 hour video. 1 hour? Whoa.
A little different, but
I don't know. We have an hour, but I'm gonna have to break this.
What's up, y'all? It's Domo Wilson in this beat. And I have not been on this channel in a very long time. It's been so much drama.
It's an hour.
It's been so much drama going on that everybody and their mama know about. Sorry for the smoke detector. It will be going off. This whole video, I put in a service request for my apartment complex to come fix it, but they still didn't, so whatever. But my Twitter family knows that I didn't even want to make this video, hence why I have not made no videos ever since this drama has been going on, because I did not want to. I'm like, you know what, maybe it'll just die down. She said this, I said this, whatever, squash, 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 beep, beep, beep. It is what it is. But no. It's not. It's not dying down, which is why I need to make this video. And I want to say this before the video even starts, okay? I want to say this. The reason that I'm even making this video is to clear up situations that you guys are confused about. And I know some of you guys may say it's not even y'all business. I shouldn't even have to say nothing. But honestly, yes, it is. We put y'all in it. So it's y'all business now. So this is to clear up anything y'all confused about. And I would like to leave this in 2018, which is why I'm making the video right now and not waiting a few weeks. Like, I just want to leave this in 2018. I don't want to see her name, hear her name, mention her name, nothing. I literally wanted to be like, who's that? Who? You know, kind of pull a Mariah Carey when it comes to what, J-Lo? Something like that. I just don't want to bring this negative energy in my 2019. I have good stuff coming. God is blessing me. I do not need this energy. I do not need this drama. So therefore, I'm addressing it. A few days ago, when all this stuff went down, let's give a little backstory to it. When all this stuff went down, I made a video. And I was like, I poured out everything in that video. I was very angry in that video. And then I was like, should I even post this? Like, should I even post this? And I've been debating ever since. Like, do I post this? Do I not? Do I do it? Do I not? And finally, I came up with the conclusion not to post it because I was not calm. So I waited, and now I'm calm, and now I can come to you guys correct, and y'all can hear my side of the story. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Twitter because instead of just me ranting on a video, I want to know what y'all want to know. I told y'all, even if y'all don't like me, you think I ain't shit, you think I'm a bitch ass nigga, ask me questions. I would like to know literally what you're concerned about. So right now, I've screenshotted about 45 questions. I don't know if that's an accurate number, but it was a lot of questions, and I was like, all right, let's get to it. But before I even get into this, I would like to thank all my supporters. I literally have so many supporters, and y'all always got my back. Every time somebody come for me, every time somebody say something about me, y'all are always there, and y'all go hard for me. Y'all knuck if you do you feel me? I love y'all so much. I just met a few supporters in the mall yesterday, and we were just sitting there talking about it, like literally, like bitch, I know you my whole life type shit. Like, girl, this, and this, and I'm like, yeah, it was so tight. Like, I really, whenever I meet y'all in person, it's like I really know y'all. So thank y'all so much for staying genuine, staying loyal to me. Only up from here. So I don't even know where to start. I think I'm gonna start with the questions, and if you guys left anything out, then I'm gonna add it at the end of the video. I have a whole lot. Dominic just fell asleep. He's in the room sleep, which is why it took me so long to make this video today, because I've been waiting on him to go to sleep. I want him to be up and stuff, and you know, I don't want to do this with him in there. So here goes nothing. All right, forget them questions right now. I'm gonna still answer these questions.
Oh, I forgot about this damn ad.
But I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory because it just makes more sense than to just ask questions for people who don't know what's going on. If you know what's going on and you need a little recap, here it is. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. A lot of stuff that you guys don't know that I just choose not to talk about. Let's start when I first met her. Everybody and their mama know I told her that I wanted a baby, right? That's the first thing. That's one of the first things that I told her when I met her. And she was all for it, like, oh yeah, like I want a baby too. This is gonna be so nice. I didn't tell her I wanted one with her. I told her that I wanted a baby. And she was all for it, so supportive and all that, you know? And as the relationship started to get a little more serious, she started to move a little back. Like, oh snap, I didn't think you was serious type shit. Wow. So fast forward, I told her, look, I'm ready to have a baby. At this point, we're not serious. We love each other, we live together, but we're not like, oh snap, like I'm about to marry you tomorrow type stuff. So I tell her, I want a baby. I'm ready to have a baby. We have talked about this about 50 times, literally, because I always used to talk about it. Like, I can't wait to have a baby. I waited my whole life to have a baby. Because I always see myself as a single parent. I never seen myself having a baby with anyone. I don't trust anyone enough. I did not trust anyone enough to have a baby with somebody because I know how that shit go. I've seen it happen. So I told her how I felt about that. And she was like, no, like, I'm going to be there. You know, I'm going to love the kid like it's mine. All that. I was like, okay, but if you're not ready to have a baby, if you're not 110% sure sure that you're ready for this. Please do not do this. Don't do it. Okay? Just we can still be friends. We can still be cool. Because right now we got a good relationship. We can go to a friendship. It's nothing. Okay? So she was like, okay, no, for real, I want this baby. All right. Long story short, I get inseminated. At the insemination, she seemed very happy. So I was like, oh yeah. Like I was nervous because she would always like before the pregnancy, before I actually decided to get inseminated, she was real standoffish. She only agreed. I've never told nobody this and stuff for people that's close to me. Everybody who's close to me knows this. But she only agreed to have a baby with me because I put it on Twitter. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was about in 2016. I put on Twitter that, hey guys, me and her are still together, but I just decided to do this baby thing alone. I'm gonna be a single parent, but she's still gonna be my girl. Didn't make sense in the first place. And then she boohoo cried like, how could you tell people that? Like, okay, I'll do it. I'm like, girl, I'm not trying to force you to do nothing. I just want to tell people what I'm about to go do and do it. And that's when she was like, no, I want to have this baby and all that stuff. So I honestly think if I would have never put on Twitter, like, I'm so excited to have a baby, I'm doing this on my own, we still gonna be together, she would not done it. So fast forward back again to the insemination. When I got inseminated, like I said, that was like one of the happier moments I remember. She actually seemed genuinely excited to have a baby. She even inseminated me. The doctor was like, hey, you want to inseminate her? We was like, huh? What? You about to let her inseminate? Okay, shit, yeah. And she inseminated me, you know what I'm saying? It was emotional, it was good. Fast forward after that is when I took the pregnancy test and the doctor called me. And I told her I was pregnant. That was another exciting time. Yeah. I told her I was pregnant. I'm like, yes. You know, we had a good little 2 weeks where we were like both excited. Like, yes, we about to have this baby. Is it going to be a...
We're hiring a life auxiliary.
What is that?
I need assistance. I can only move
right
now.
You can move your mouth.
As can you.
A job you never expect.
I'm sorry, I love you, Domo.
Yeah, boy, it's gonna be a girl, because we didn't know if I was pregnant. We was just thinking positive. Like, yes, like, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? It was more me, so her, but still, she was more excited. You'll see my point. So long story short, I told her I was pregnant, and she was really happy. She cried, you know what I'm saying? I cried when I found out. It was just a beautiful moment. Not even a few days later, she started treating me like I was a burden. Literally, like, I don't even want this life. I'm supposed to be partying, drinking with my friends. I want to go here. I want to go there. We can't do nothing because you nauseous, you exhausted. She used to constantly put me down. Constantly. Wow. There would be days when I was pregnant when she would not come home. There would be days when she would be gone for days. I remember when she got that Dominic tattoo. She was gone for days. We were broken up, and then she comes back like, baby, I'm sorry, I love you, and I also love my future son, with his name right there, like it's supposed to make everything better. Like, where you been? Where have you been? Like, I went through so much stuff when I was pregnant. I'm about to give you a full timeline. Hopefully I don't leave nothing out, but long story short, she just wouldn't come home. She would be texting other bitches while I'm pregnant. She played me and cheated while I was pregnant multiple times. One of the girls that she played, sorry for the smoke detector. One of the girls that she played me with, while I was on the hospital table, literally delivering Dominic, she sent the girl a picture of Dominic. We both agreed that we're not gonna send anybody pictures but her mom, my grandma, and her sister. Nobody else.
Whoa.
For the pregnancy, before I actually decided to get inseminated, she was real standoffish. She only agreed. I've never told nobody this and stuff for people that's close to me. Everybody who's close to me knows this. But she only agreed to have a baby with me because I put it on Twitter. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was about in 2016. I put on Twitter that, hey guys, me and her are still together, but I just decided to do this baby thing alone. I'm gonna be a single parent, but she's still gonna be my girl. Didn't make sense in the first place. And then she boohoo cried like, how could you tell people that? Like, okay, I'll do it. I'm like, girl, I'm not trying to force you to do nothing. I just want to tell people what I'm about to go do and do it. And that's when she was like, no, I want to have this baby and all that stuff. So I honestly think if I would have never put on Twitter, like, I'm so excited to have a baby, I'm doing this on my own, we still gonna be together, she would not done it. So fast forward back again to the insemination. When I got inseminated, like I said, that was like one of the happier moments I remember. She actually seemed genuinely excited to have a baby. She even inseminated me. The doctor was like, hey, you want to inseminate her? We was like, huh? What? You about to let her inseminate? Okay, shit, yeah. And she inseminated me, you know what I'm saying? It was emotional, it was good. Fast forward after that is when I took the pregnancy test and the doctor called me. And I told her I was pregnant. That was another exciting time. I told her I was pregnant. I'm like, yes. You know, we had a good little 2 weeks where we were like both excited. Like, yes, we about to have this baby. Is it going to be a boy? Is it going to be a girl? Because we didn't know if I was pregnant. We was just thinking positive. Like, yes, like, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? It was more me, so her, but still, she was more excited. You'll see my point. So long story short, I told her I was pregnant, and she was really happy. She cried, you know what I'm saying? I cried when I found out. It was just a beautiful moment. Not even a few days later, she started treating me like I was a burden. Literally, like, I don't even want this life. I'm supposed to be partying, drinking with my friends. I want to go here. I want to go there. We can't do nothing because you nauseous, you exhausted. She used to constantly put me down. Constantly. There would be days when I was pregnant when she would not come home. There would be days when she would be gone for days. I remember when she got that Dominic tattoo. She was gone for days. We were broken up. And then she comes back like, baby, I'm sorry. I love you. And I also love my future son with his name right there. Like, it's supposed to make everything better. Like, where you been? Where have you been? Like, I went through so much stuff when I was pregnant. I'm about to give y'all a full timeline. Hopefully I don't leave nothing out, but long story short, she just wouldn't come home. She would be texting other bitches. While I'm pregnant, she played me and cheated while I was pregnant multiple times. One of the girls that she played, sorry for the smoke detector. One of the girls that she played me with, while I was on the hospital table, literally delivering Dominic, she sent the girl a picture of Dominic. We both agreed that we're not gonna send anybody pictures but her mom, my grandma, and her sister. Nobody else. I was literally on the table. Dominic's stomach still open.
Okay.
From my C-section, and she sent a picture to her too. Like, that's the first thing she did. She didn't even send one to her mom first. She sent one to that girl. I didn't find out till a few weeks later when I started getting very, very, very suspicious. I went through her phone and I seen that message. I swiped all the way up. I read everything. Everything. Seen everything. Everything. And I seen that hurt me the most. That's why I'm talking about it. And I seen that picture that she sent to her side bitch of Dominic. I cried so hard. I mean, I was crying reading the messages anyway, but when I seen that, it was like, wow, you have no... I was on the hospital bed, literally. No respect. She would be up texting bitches at 4 or 5 in the morning, and I look over and I'm like, what you doing? She's like, girl, I'm grown. What? You literally gonna sit here. I'm pregnant. This is why I'm pregnant too, and after pregnancy. I'm pregnant, and you gonna sit here and text these bitches. You gonna sit here flirt and cheat with these bitches. You flying to Indiana all the time because you miss home. Mind you, I moved my whole family to Arizona, me, my own money. I picked them up from another state and paid for them to all come live in Arizona with me so they can be around Dominic. She had that option. You know what I'm saying? She still has that option. She just does not do it. So she tries to blame me for my family being here when really her family can be here too. I paid for them. It's not like they just all moved. You know, they already lived here. I paid for them. She did not. So that's one thing I don't like that she throws in my face. But long story short, she played me my entire pregnancy, treating me like shit. I was carrying groceries. I was nauseous, crying every single day. Not only was I crying because people were talking about me because I was masculine, but I was crying because she was playing me. She was really treating me like I was a burden. Like, damn, I shouldn't have agreed to this shit. I would go through her text messages and they'd be like, baby, who? Let's go back to when I...
More.
Earnin is a community of
Is this
people
more of
here to take
as...
us payday.
Oh, that's gonna be
And together,
annoying.
we've created our own
Like,
system.
I swear. Maybe I should put some...
When I was in the hospital bed, alright? And she sent that girl that picture. She's crying, I'm crying because Dominic's born. But as soon as while she crying, she's sending that girl a picture. Fast forward about an hour or two later, we in the little room where you do skin to skin and they teach you how to breastfeed and all that. And she's distant. And I have to like literally give her this look like, oh, our son was just born. What are you doing over there? Why are you on your phone? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? She literally acted like she did not want to be there. Like she had attitude. I know some women out there can relate, but imagine just giving birth, right? And the person you're supposed to be having a baby with is not even there. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. Like they treat you like a girl, okay, you just had a baby and that type of stuff. In the hospital. Now let's go to the next day when we've had Dominic's maternity pictures, like his first day pictures. She didn't even want to be in the pictures. I had to make her be in the pictures. I'm like, come on, babe, like, come on, just get it. You're like, this is for memories. And she's like, oh, I don't feel good. Like attitude.
What?
And what was so embarrassed, I felt ashamed and embarrassed.
What I don't understand is, why would you just stay with her still? I know you love her, but if you're getting treated like that, bro, get the fuck out of the relationship. Like, so it's kind of your own fault for putting up with the abuse. You should have left her a while ago. Love is love, you understand, but sometimes you only know you love her if you let her go. Speaking of love, I gotta text my wife. I was thinking of how to text her this morning, and I totally forgot. It's not even morning. But why? You get what I'm saying, guys? Like, why would you stay with someone? But then again, I kind of can relate because you remember my ex Taylor who treated me like fucking shit and fucked my ex best friend Leandra, aka Trevor. But we broke up. Like that last breakup, you know. I tried to talk to her a little bit, and it wasn't happening at all. She didn't want to talk to me because I was really bad, but she physically and emotionally abused me. We didn't have no baby or whatever, but I fucking moved out of my home, like moved out of my house to fucking be with her because my parents did not want her over to their house because they do not agree with homosexuality relationships. Damn, hurry up. But I did move out and struggled and caught the bus. Fucking anyway, I have a car now, but anyway. You should have left. I'm sorry, but I don't understand why people do that.
Because her family was in there. My family was in there. And it was the big elephant in the room. Everybody can see it. Everybody knew she did not want to be there. Everybody knew the bond wasn't there. Everybody. It was the elephant in the room. And every time she would leave the room and it was just me and Dominic, I would cry, obviously, because I had this beautiful baby boy who I prayed for so long. But then I would cry because I'm like, I got this girl who treat my son like he ain't even supposed to be here. I got this girl who don't even act like she love me. And a lot of y'all might ask, why did you stay? It's because I did not know my worth. I thought I was ugly.
Okay.
I thought I was worthless. I thought I could never...
Well, she just answered my question. Like, literally. She just answered my question. Shut up, AC. Don't say nothing.
Nobody better than her. I thought I could never get nobody prettier than her. Even though she treated me like shit, I'm like, well, at least she's staying. Dumb bitch mentality. So she just treated him so bad, And in the hospital, I literally had to force her, like, with my phone pictures. Like, babe, here, hold Dominic so I can get memories of y'all. And she'd be like...
You can be in my YouTube video, AZ.
Like, it was terrible. I didn't even get to talk to anybody about it. I was so ashamed. I didn't even talk to my best friend about it. I was so ashamed. I'm like, how could I let this happen? Domo, you wanted to be a single mom. Like, you wasn't supposed to have a baby with nobody. Why would you let this happen? Why would you continue to be treated like this? Like, why are you so weak? And to this day, I still feel bad thinking about it because I literally stayed there while my son was getting disrespected. And I feel like that makes me like a bad mom because I'm watching how she's treating my son. Yeah, I would defend him, but it ain't this. Like, I should have left then. It was fresh. I was right off the hospital bed. I should have left when I seen how she treated him. And this might take a lot of y'all by shock because just listen. The first 8 months Dominic was born, I raised him by myself. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that she didn't do something. She changed a few diapers. She woke up in the middle of the night sometimes. We would go back and forth. But it was forced. Like, she wouldn't be happy. She would treat him like he was just annoying as fuck. She'd be like, oh my, go to sleep. Like baby daddies who don't want a baby, but they trying to stay.
Good morning, natural cycles. Tell me if I'm fertile today. I'm not ready for kids yet. Especially.
What's her name again?
AC, I'm making a video.
Stay because they daddy telling them it's the right thing to do type shit. Like, she would be, and I would be like, give me my, just give it to me. Just give him to me. Go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Or I got him. And then she'd feel all guilty. I'm like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. My son is not a burden on anybody. Sorry, y'all. I ran out of memory, so I had to get up. But I was just basically saying that my son is not gonna be a burden to nobody. You're not about to treat my son like he ain't supposed to be here or you supposed to be doing something better than this. She used to always tell me, like, why you always holding him? You spoiling him. Like, girl, he 2 weeks old. He is 2 weeks old. She just treated me like... I remember when we first left, this was when I noticed that it just wasn't there. I remember when we first left,
Oh, poor Domo. She's trying so hard not to cry.
my grandma came. She was in town for when Dominic was born. It was like the first or second week that Dominic was born. And we left to go look at houses, I believe, or something like that, because we wanted to move because people were stalking us where we live. We never put it out there, though. And I was crying because that was the first time I left my baby. And she was so annoyed. She was like, we could just go back home since you want to be with him so bad. Like, that was like... I was like, what are you talking about? Never mind then. I'll just be quiet. I won't say nothing.
My brother came in here and he was talking. Sorry, y'all. I know what the
She had an attitude. I know some women out there can relate, but imagine just giving birth, right? And the person you're supposed to be having a baby with is not even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. At all. Like, they treat you like a girl, okay, you just had a baby, and that type of stuff. In the hospital. Wow. Now, let's go to the next day when we've had Dominic's maternity pictures, like his first day pictures. She didn't even want to be in the pictures. I had to make her be in the pictures. I'm like, come on, babe. Like, come on, just get it. You're like, this is for memories. And she's like, oh, I don't feel good. Like, attitude. And what was so embarrassing, I felt ashamed and embarrassed because her family was in there. My family was in there. And it was the big elephant in the room. Everybody can see it. Everybody knew she did not want to be there. Everybody knew the bond wasn't there. Everybody. It was the elephant in the room. And every time she would leave the room and it was just me and Dominic, I would cry, obviously, because I had this beautiful baby boy who I prayed for so long. But then I would cry because I'm like, I got this girl who treat my son like he ain't even supposed to be here. I got this girl who don't even act like she loved me. And a lot of y'all might ask, why did you stay? It's because I did not know my worth. I thought I was ugly. I thought I was worthless. I thought I could never get nobody better than her. I thought I could never get nobody prettier than her. Even though she treated me like shit, I'm like, well, at least she's staying. You know, dumb bitch mentality. So she just treated him so bad, you know. And in the hospital, I literally had to force her, like, with my phone pictures. Like, babe, here, hold Dominic so I can get memories of y'all. And she'd be like,
Oh, damn.
like, it was terrible. I didn't even get to talk to anybody about it. I was so ashamed. I didn't even talk to my best friend about it. I was so ashamed. I'm like, how could I let this happen? Domo, you wanted to be a single mom. Like, you know you wasn't supposed to have a baby with nobody. Why would you let this happen? Why would you continue to be treated like this? Like, why are you so weak? And to this day, I still feel bad thinking about it because I literally stayed there while my son was getting disrespected. And I feel like that makes me...
That's so sad how she's trying so hard not to cry, man. That's very messed up. That's really messed up. And Chrissy does seem like that type of person. Like, she legit does seem like that type of person. She never really wanted to have a baby. She just pretended that she wouldn't have a baby just because she wanted a come up. Money, cash, paper, greenbacks. No?
Like a bad mom because I'm watching how she's treating my son. Yeah, I would defend him, but it ain't this. Like, I should have left then. You know, it was fresh. I was right off the hospital bed. I should have left when I seen how she treated him. And this might take a lot of y'all by shock because, just listen. The first 8 months Dominic was born, I raised him by myself. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that she didn't do something. She changed a few diapers. She woke up in the middle of the night sometimes. We would go back and forth. But it was forced. Like, she wouldn't be happy. She would treat him like he was just annoying as fuck. She'd be like, oh my, go to sleep. Like baby daddies who don't want a baby, but they trying to stay because they daddy telling them it's the right thing to do type shit. Like, she would be, and I would be like, give me my, just give him to me. Go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Or I got him. And then she'd feel all guilty. I'm like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. My son is not a burden on anybody. Sorry, y'all, I ran out of memory, so I had to get up. But I was just basically saying that my son is not gonna be a burden to nobody. You're not about to treat my son like he ain't supposed to be here or you supposed to be doing something better than this. She used to always tell me, like, why you always holding him? You spoiling him. Like, girl, he 2 weeks old. Right. He is 2 weeks old. She just treated me like, I remember when we first left, this was when I noticed that it just wasn't there. I remember when we first left, my grandma came. She was in town for when Dominic was born. It was like the first or second week that Dominic was born. And we left to go look at houses, I believe, or something like that, because we wanted to move because people were stalking us where we live. We never put it out there, though. And I was crying because that was the first time I left my baby. And she was so annoyed. She was like, we could just go back home since you want to be with him so bad. Like, that was like, I was like, what are you talking about? Never mind then. I'll just be quiet. I won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I was just weak. It's just so sad to know that, like, I stayed in that situation because, you know, your kid's supposed to come first. And that's why I go so hard for him now. Like, a lot of y'all don't get it. I go so hard for him because he comes first. He was an option to her for 8 fucking months, damn near 9 months. And I'm supposed to be okay with her putting him second again? A lot of y'all don't know this, so y'all might be shocked. But she literally, for 8 months, she told me she did not have a bond. It wasn't there. I remember when I first asked her, though, she would deny it. She would deny it all the time. I was like, I see, like, I would come to her so mature because I wanted to help. I wanted her to have that bond. It would break me. I would cry every day, even while he was born. It would break me up inside. And I had to hide that shit for the vlogs, for videos, for pictures. And that shit, I know, I'm sorry. I did not want y'all to see the bad shit, though. I didn't want y'all to see, like, she don't care for him. So I would always record her with him. So, like, people will always say, like, Chrissy gonna leave you, Chrissy don't love that baby, this and that. So I was trying to prove a point, like, yes, she does. No, she didn't. You know what I'm saying? I would always try to prove a point. I would tell her that, like, I always record you, I always put you on Snapchat, and I always put you on the vlogs because I want people to think you care. Can you just please care? It's sad that I have to ask you to care. And for 2 fucking years, I've tried to get her to sign a birth certificate and to adopt him. She doesn't. She just won't. She won't. So I don't know what to tell you when people are like, that's still her son, you know, even though she didn't sign the birth certificate, that's still her son. No. If you knew that you was about to break up with me and stuff, if you knew that, why didn't you get custody? Why didn't you try to split custody? Why didn't you adopt him? Why didn't you take...
Because she didn't want him. Of course. Simple as that. She didn't want him.
Between the desire and the spasm. Between the potency and the existence. Between the essence and the descent falls the shadow. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper. The Walking Dead, Road to Survival. Download now.
I should download that shit.
Take that further steps? Like, why didn't you prepare yourself if you really loved him? You knew what was about to go down. You knew what was about to happen. Why didn't you prepare yourself? That's a question I have. If you care so much, why did you leave me to do everything for 8 months? Huh? Man, every time I look at Dominic, I thank God. Honestly. He saved me from so much stuff. Y'all don't even understand. That little boy is my word. I would do whatever for him. I would protect him to the end of the road. Always. So when I see people saying this is what's best for Dominic, or this is what's best for Dominic, or he needs to do this, I know what's best for my son. I've been through it. And I know y'all are confused, so I can't even be mad at y'all. Y'all did not see what was really going on in the behind the scenes. Y'all did not know. So of course some of y'all gonna feel that way. But behind the scenes, I rocked him to sleep. I held him. I changed his diapers. I fed him. All that. Now I'm not gonna stun on her. As he got older to the toddler stage, started walking, yes, she was very much more involved. That's what she built a bond with him. But it was still very impatient. It was still, you could tell something was missing. You can tell something was missing. And I always told her. I always sit down and talk to her because I would like to talk stuff through rather than end stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just talk it through. I used to always ask her all the time, and I would cry while I would say this. Would you treat Dominic any different if he came out of you? And she would pause. And she would say no. And I would look at her and I would be like, please just be honest. If Dominic had came out of you, would you treat him any different? And she would say no. And she would get very angry and leave. And I would even text her mom because me and her mom were very tight. And I would tell her, like, the bond's not there. And she would just say, hang in there. Like, I know, just hang in there and all that stuff. So I hanged in there, taking care of Dominic, doing what I have to do. I think the one thing that I regret, though, a lot of you guys ask, is putting her out there for the first 8 months and while I was pregnant as if she was doing something great. I made it seem like she was just treating me like a queen. And I just wanted y'all to know, like, there were so many people doubting her that I wanted to prove y'all wrong. And that's really what it was. She didn't even care. I would tell her that people aren't saying that you're not going to stick around. People saying that you don't even love him. And she'd be like,
what did you come here for? I'm in the middle of something.
It's just crazy. And let's fast forward to now. What's going on right now? So Chrissy put out screenshots that says that she want to get Dominic, and apparently I'm being hard to deal with. Let me give y'all the backstory of that right quick. The last time me and Chrissy talked on the phone on FaceTime, I was telling her, like, hey, it's been days, can you please come get Dominic or I'll drop him off or whatever. And she was like, no, I have things to do. I was like, I've had him literally for a week now. Can you please just come get him? You know, I have things to do too. I'm working. I literally have to take him with me to where I work. I go to the studio. I have events I go to, photo shoots, all that. But being a mom, you got to sacrifice. So I either have my brother help me watch Dominic while I'm at the studio or whatever, or I take him with me wherever I go. I was like, I only need a couple days. And she would just be like, no, I have stuff to do. Meanwhile, she'd be on vacation with her girl, or she'll be shopping or going somewhere with her girlfriend. This would be conversations before. Like, it was like every conversation I had with her on the phone, I would say the same thing. So eventually I was fed up and I said,
oh my god, these ads are annoying.
See you, sweetie. Dad just left us.
Oh, he doesn't love us anymore.
That's that movie.
I'm done. I'm done being nice to you. I'm done going the extra mile. If you want to see him, if you want to be a part of his life, then you need to come correct. You need to respect me. I've been dealing with your disrespect for too damn long. I am done. I am fed up. I've been asking you to spend time with Dominic. I've been asking you to call. I've been asking you to do all this. I'm not asking you no more. I'm not about to be one of the baby mamas who begging you to be in their child's life. I'm not. That was when that text message came in, and I'm just like, no, you can't get him. No, I don't want him on the YouTube with your girlfriend. Maybe a lot of you guys are confused about that. Let me tell you my backstory of why I do not want Dominic on a YouTube channel with her girlfriend. I don't know the girl. I've been asking Chrissy to let me meet her. And every time in person, every time she come over, it's another story. I'll get to that later. Every time she come over, I'll be like, look, since y'all so serious, you think you're so serious, Just let me meet her. Let me get to know her before she's around my son. She'd be like, okay, for real. Like, she'd be really nice about it. And I'd ask her every time she'd come over, she'd brush it off. Obviously, she didn't respect it because Dominic has been around her. Chrissy cannot go one day, damn near 1 hour without seeing her girlfriend. So when Dominic is gone 3.5 days, you do the math. You put 2 and 2 together. I just don't think that's a good look. And as his mother, I'm going to protect him. If I had a significant other, I would not be putting them on YouTube. I just feel like personally, we always told each other, I'm going to tell you the truth no matter if it hurts you. Always. We always told each other that. Obviously, we have not been living up to that, but I don't want Dominic to be a part of that at all. I just think it's a respect level. Please don't try to exploit my son for money and for views while you're also doing the same things to your girl. I just don't respect that at all. And a lot of you guys may call me mad, call me bitter. I am a mother first, and that's not about to go down. I don't even know this girl. I don't know her from a can of paint. Why can't you just respect me and just say okay? Because when she asks me not to do stuff, I ask her why, and then I say okay. But when I ask her to do something, it's like no. So I'm like, at that point, you don't even respect me. What makes you think you're gonna respect my son? You didn't even want him for the first 8 months of his life and during my whole pregnancy. What makes it different now? Yes, she was a good mother and she was a good person, so I thought. And it all started to fade when she started spending more and more time with her girlfriend. It'd be like, girlfriend. Less time with Dominic. And the thing that blows my mind is that I told her after those text messages, right, that it's just gonna be me and Dominic, right? Because she smokes around him, she's drinking all the time, she's always fucked up, she puts him last to everything, right? So I'm like, okay, I just think it's best that I just take my son and you about to have a baby anyway with this girl. So you and her, go do what y'all do, that's cool.
See, I don't know about that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, she's about to have a baby with Mila, and she didn't even... That's not gonna go well. She's gonna do something to that baby. She's gonna get charged for child endangerment or anything. Because if she doesn't want... How you gonna have a child when you didn't even want... Y'all know what I'm trying to say? Like, she's seriously about to have a baby with this... Mila chick? Come on, let's be real. That's a no-no. That's a big no-no. Chrissy.
We go do what we do in 2019. Let's wash our hands of this, please. I was like, he's young enough to where he won't even remember. He won't. I forgot what I was going with that because my mind is freaking racing right now. Oh, that's what I was saying. Okay, it's coming back to me. I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, I told her that it was best that we just wash our hands and I keep Dominic or whatever. And about 3, 4, 5 days later, maybe a week, I put it on social media. That I was keeping Dominic. It was just gonna be me and Dominic, and that's when she won miraculously. I miss my son on Snapchat. Snapchat knows our bond. I mean, fuck.
Snapchat knows our bond.
What brings you here?
No, them.
My son knows our bond and stuff like that, and she want to be on Twitter like, I miss my son. I miss him so much. And she liking stuff like, oh my God, how could Domo take Dominic away from Chrissy? Oh my God, Chrissy's been there from the beginning. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, girl, I've been told you this shit. Now you want to act for social media?
Right.
I have been told you this shit. That's what I'm saying. She's a social media parent. When I say a social media parent, I mean she's the type to pick up the baby, Snapchat a little bit, fucking go to the park, maybe go to the aquarium and bring the baby back and be like, oh, there you go. Now I got my footage for the day. Thanks.
Right.
Like, I cannot stand that shit. And a lot of people are saying, why now? Why come clean now? It's because I know what I'm worth and my son is worth more than what she tries to put out. He deserves everything, the moon and the motherfucking stars. And I'm not about to ever let him feel that hurt of feeling like, okay, like, my mom always puts her boyfriends in front of me. I'm saying boyfriends because, you know, I'm not throwing shade to her girl, but I'm saying, like, you know, mothers who always put their husbands or their boyfriends before them, and you just
She's
like, mom, right here, you know what I'm saying, you got a kid type shit. Like, I'm never... he's never gonna feel that shit. That's why when I was praying to God the other day, I asked him to send me a direction. What should I do? What am I supposed to do, God? What do you want me to do? And he told me to do this. He said, Dominique, once I show you somebody, believe me the first time. And I kept praying because I'm like, no, that can't be right. That can't be right. He wouldn't want me to do this. And I prayed again. He said the same thing. Once I show you somebody the first time, believe them. And I just cried and cried because I'm like, all right, God, I know it's for the best in my heart, but I want to make sure this is what you want me to do. I want to make sure that this is literally the right thing to do. And I know in my heart it is, but I had to make sure that God approved and God said yes. And a lot of you guys who may not be religious might be like, what? But I believe in God and I pray a lot. So that's where my strength comes from. That's where my blessings come from. That's where it all God is put first. So with that being said, that is why I took Dominic. It's because I just feel like he's always put last and she's not ready to be a mom. I think that she likes the attention of being a mom. Oh, let me take pics of him and put him up and say I have a son, but in reality, I don't really give a fuck. And I did not, like, I was really trying to prevent making this video, and that's what hurts the most. But I feel like she's slandering my name, so I'm about to do the same to her. I don't like how things are going down at all, and I think that it's best as Dominic's mother to take us out the equation and move forward. I'm sure y'all motherfuckers are so tired of hearing about this shit. It's been 3 fucking months. We're all tired. We're tired. Every time I go on Twitter and somebody screenshot me some shit that she said or that she's throwing shade, I fucking get exhausted. I'm like, all right, girl. Everybody knows you're in a happy relationship. Everybody knows that you really didn't love me. Everybody knows that you don't want to be a mom. You don't have to pretend. And I want to talk about this because I've seen this comment one too many times. I'm so sorry about the smoke detector again, guys. That's so annoying. Let me go to the beginning. Some of you guys seem to think that I'm upset because Chrissy moved on. Let me get on. I'm so glad that popped into my brain. When we
Another commercial. Oh my god.
first broke up, about a week later, she was on to the next. Like, it was multiple girls, a lot of them. And she told me out of her own mouth, she just want to play the field. She don't want to be serious with nobody. She just want to have fun. That hurt me a lot. But I'm like, nah, she ain't gonna do it. She used to always put on her Instagram story, like, I'm focused on my son. I don't want no relationship. I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to focus. So I'm like, okay, good. I mean, when you first break up with somebody, of course, there's still feelings there. Y'all expect the shit to just be gone. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's still feelings there. So when she showed up with hickeys and stuff on her neck, I was so confused and I felt so disrespected. Like, girl, you could have hid it from me. You know, you could have wore your hair down or something. You didn't have to wear it in front of me. You didn't have to degrade me at the same time telling me that I never meant nothing to you and I was easy to get over. Sorry, y'all. I lost my fucking train of thought. It's so much drama going on. I'm getting texts out the ass. Like, oh my gosh, she said this, she said that. Like, I'm getting so many.
Wow. Really?
It's too much drama, which is why I just want to leave this shit in 2018. Like I told you, I just think it's really funny how she wants to put on social media that Dominic knows their bond and she misses him so much. But I've literally told your ass this like a week ago, and now you want to act all shocked for social media. And I think what else is funny is yesterday she called me back and asked me back for the car. You know, the car that she got me for my birthday. But
yep.
I pay the monthly bills on. I pay $707 a month for that car. But she asked me for it back because she got it for me. She surprised me with it for my birthday. At first I was like, no, I'll give it back to you at the end of the month unless you go give me my money back. But then I was like, you know what? Give it back. So I gave it back to her. Then immediately after, I went to the dealership and I got 2 cars. I got 2 BMWs, white and black. And I just think that it's so amazing how God keeps blessing me. It's like I take 1 step back and I go 5 steps forward. It's like when I really want to give up, he keep blessing me and I just thank him for that. I think that's the gist of it. I'm gonna start answering questions now. I'm like I told y'all, this video about to be long. You can exit off if you're bored as fuck. But if you're here for it, let's fucking go. All right, first question. No hate, all love, Domo. But in more than a few of your videos and snaps, etc., you say that Chrissy is actually a good mother to Dominic. What happened? Like I told you.
Okay, so pretty much these are all the questions. These are just her answering the questions for from YouTubers and you guys on Twitter and all that. So you guys can finish watching that if you want. But that is pretty much the part I wanted to hear about Chrissy and all the drama. So I think it's pretty messed up, but I really didn't know. I don't understand because I think at first Chrissy did like Domo, like Chrissy was like their first video, like when they got back together, or when they got together the first time, or when they made it official. Do you know what I'm saying? Chrissy seemed genuinely happy, but I think what happened was once Domo got pregnant is when it all went downhill. Chrissy didn't want that. Chrissy was trying to step back, and I think Chrissy was doing the things to push Domo away so she would have to break up with her, but that didn't end up happening. But this is all crazy, so y'all hear what she said, though. Y'all leave it alone in 2019. It's a new year. Domo gave everything back. Domo keep Chrissy away from her because Domo keep Chrissy away from baby Domo. Because she's not really the mom, let's be real. She's not. Y'all keep on saying that. Yeah, she raised that child. No, the fuck she did not raise that child, bro. Are you serious? She did not raise that child. Domo raised that child. That baby came out of Domo. not Chrissy. Chrissy had a chance to sign the birth certificate and all that, and she didn't. So therefore, there cannot be a custody battle, because if there was a custody battle, Chrissy would lose, and just the judge would laugh in her face and be like, "Girl, bye." Anyway, so it's really messed up. It's sad. But I'm glad Dama looks happier. I'm glad she's finally taking off those hats. She looks happy. She looks like she's at peace after that. So you guys can finish watching the rest of it, but I probably will finish the questions like once I get off work or whatever. But that was it. So what do you guys think? This is crazy. Very crazy. Alright, well, I'm out. Peace. Well, I always forget to do